Money. It makes the world go around. For those that don't have it, want it, and for those that do, can't get enough of it. For me, it's surprising to see the Australian savings rate at 2.9%. I can't think that part of this problem is systemic, at its core, fueled by education or lack thereof, which prefers theory over practical and whereby the subject of money being taboo. And with money causing so much stress, trumping both relationships and work combined, I feel it's important to understand the strategies and processes that work both for and against us, and how by leveraging them help get you out of the rat race. So my question today is, how do we get more of it? I still remember a couple I met early in my career. A lovely couple, both of whom working a white-collar profession in prestigious industries with big titles and six figures to match. You see, our paths had met due to their financial position, having racked up a ton of consumer debt. Were in need to consolidate it all in their home loan, thus gaining financial reprieve, whilst doing so reducing the equity they had available to zero. Even though they earned big income, they had little to show for it. Contrast this with another couple I met some years later, around the same age, but a couple of modest means, both working unskilled jobs with boring job titles and earning a combined income of less than six figures. But interestingly, they were seeking assistance for a different purpose. It was to help them purchase their third investment property and well on their way to financial freedom. The contrast between these two couples show that it's not how much you earn, rather how much you keep that counts. And look no further than that of Mike Tyson, in 2003 declaring for bankruptcy after earning over $300 million in his career, yet still winding up broke. The list of high-income earning individuals which file for bankruptcy is abundant, showing that it's never about how much you earn that counts. Moreover, it's what you keep. Understanding this lesson allows us to look at ways in which we can use it to our advantage. For most people, they look at taking great offense, that is, to earn more. But it's for those who play great defense, which is to spend less, who in fact win in the end. Defense starts with a budget. From there, each week, every dollar should be put into question, looking at what can stop, change, or be substituted. The classic example, which I'm sure you've heard before, is the coffee a day, which, by switching to buying from a barista to having at home, could save you thousands a year. But more practical is date night. Whilst the expectation may be a fancy restaurant, I'd argue that there's nothing better than a picnic at Mount Cootha, overseeing beautiful Brisbane, and your budget is sure to agree. Most addicts' beginnings are inconsequential, but it's in these moments the door swings wide open, welcoming the passage towards descent. And in the land of savings, it's no different. The gateway drug of the finance world is high status items. Let's say you recently bought yourself that beautiful watch you've been eyeing off for months now, having researched everything about its ETA movement, aesthetic appeal, and potential future payoff. You buy it, and wearing it makes you feel like a boss. But you realize that it doesn't go well with your pair of Big W Eaton's senior lace-ups. I suppose you better upgrade to a pair of R.M. Williams to match. One thing leads to another, and blink, you have a new wardrobe. Where did your money go? Beware of the gateway drug.
Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad.
The easiest way to deploy this is to delay all purchases over $100. Need a new phone? Sleep on it. Give yourself a week and ask yourself, do you really need it? Can you buy a second-hand phone? Is there a cheaper alternative? Can you buy their phone below rather than its flagship? Parkinson's law is defined as work which expands to fill the time allocated. It's an economical theory which is often coupled to the growth of bureaucracy in an organization. We can see it at its finest hour when driving by a group of council workers. This theory is equally valid towards the financial sector, and its application just as prevalent. Put simply, people's expenditure rises to fill the income received. In practical application, it's when you receive that pay rise and don't notice a material effect in your savings. Essentially, Parkinson's law has taken full effect. To take liberation from this, you mustn't allow your living expenses to rise. The best application of this law is to divert pay into a separate bank account, whereby you don't have access either online or via a bank debit card. In this way, you won't notice a difference and will allow you to accumulate your savings effortlessly. And whilst you can go out there and spend bucket loads on budgeting apps, books and seminars, all who claim to have a quick fix, much like the dieting industry, there's no miracle pill. Rather, no more than 5 words needed: to eat less and to exercise more. It's with this same scrutiny we can apply practical understanding rather than theoretical for your financials. Because if you save, your savings will save you. And put in its simplest solution, spend less and save more. Hey, thanks for staying until the end. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear what you'd like me to cover in my next video. So please comment with suggestions below. Thanks, and see you next time.